What's going on, guys? Crypto Jimmy here, back with another Litecoin video, and today has been a pretty calm day in the crypto space. It's pretty nice to have these, every so often, as it allows for people, just to chill and relax and, enjoy their day, enjoy their Sunday without, being highly influenced by cryptocurrency volatility and always looking, for the next move and to see what's happening. So I enjoyed it. I did a stream earlier today and it was absolutely fantastic. I'm enjoying streaming lately and I'm going to be doing that more often. I'm going to try to be streaming on Litecoin uptrends, in order to, improve the environment and make it for a better and more entertaining stream. But what we're looking at the Litecoin chart today, we're seeing a continuation of our stabilization period. It seems as if that we've reset into the sideways channel that we've been looking right here. You guys can see that we did break back into our long-term channel, but thankfully we did today on this daily channel, we only wick down to the support, or the top support of that long-term channel. So if we're able to confirm this candle for today above this long-term channel, we should be absolutely chill. Volume is pretty high considering how little Litecoin is moving, but one thing I want to focus on is that the RSI has pretty much restabilized at neutral 53, so it's looking pretty good. Nothing much to talk about in terms of volatility for Litecoin, but it's nice to see that Litecoin is doing well. If you guys can actually look at this, Bitcoin today has not been doing that well. It dropped below the $12,000 level, and now it used 11,000 as a major support, bounced back up, but on the 24-hour, as you guys can see, Bitcoin is nowhere to be found. Now, Litecoin, on the other hand, on the 24-hour is actually pretty solid. It's out of the top blue chips, it has lost the least, and so that's looking pretty nice for Litecoin. A lot of people are talking about a potential move to the upside for Litecoin. As per usual, I'm always talking about that, but it seems as if we're in a nice consolidation space, and I'm pretty excited to see what happens in the week to come. If any exciting things happen potentially this week, we're talking about the beginning of alt season. Alt season has been on in the space in talking for a while now, and as Bitcoin actually starts to find a stabilization area around $200 billion, money can be pushing into the top altcoins. And I was talking about this in my stream today, how a lot of these altcoins, they did not follow the same cup and handle formation that the blue chips have been following. They had their uptrend obviously in 2017, and then the bear market continued, but they're still at their lows, and they're continuing to trade sideways at their lows. Once they start wicking up, then we can confirm that the alt season has begun. That is my opinion, and I think that's how it's going to indicate. Once a lot of coins, I'm talking namely, obviously not these specific ones, but like Verge, Cardano, Golem, any of these top coins, Omizigo, when they start, actually starting to push a little bit up as people get, belief and trust back into their projects, as they, they move their money from Bitcoin, which should happen relatively quick, hopefully, I'm thinking. Fact of the matter is, whenever there's a movement in an alts are a major generator of FOMO, and so a lot of money goes in real quick. Chainlink is a perfect example of that, up over 1,000%, and it's absolutely fantastic that money can flow in that quickly. So, before it happens, anyone who's in that position, is going to benefit very, very much. And so it's nice to actually see this distinguish between the top blue chips and then the lower altcoins, the ones that have been moving, I'm not talking past 7 days because you guys can see most are double digits in the red, but past 2 months, a lot of these top coins, notably Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, they've been really, actually filling out the cup for the cup and handle. They've been filling out this cup. They actually bottomed out. There is a clear bottom out, and so Litecoin obviously has followed that pattern. Since the beginning of the year, it has been doing absolutely fantastic. We're looking at the past 2-3 weeks, maybe not so much, as we make some sort of a massive head and shoulders here. We'll have to see what happens, but yeah, looking pretty optimistic. We're gonna be looking at a little bit of news now. Now, if you guys don't want to have different source for your TA for Litecoin, definitely recommend using this link, FX Trade, first link in the description down below, talking about Litecoin USD and the fact that potentially it's poised for a bullish flag breakout on hourly chart. That's what they're claiming, according to the title of this article. Now, Bitcoin, we're talking about Bitcoin a little bit on this channel, and Bitcoin has been on fire, but altcoins haven't joined the party, and that's just what I talked about. So if you want to understand, a little bit more about that, Bitcoin dominance, a very important factor in the current cryptocurrency market. with Bitcoin dominance above 60%, you know, is pushing even higher than 62% a couple days ago. And Bitcoin dominance, guys, it's very important for the market. It's very important to give a good outlook on the market. A lot of people use it as a valuable indicator. And I'm thinking alt season can be confirmed, in my opinion, once Bitcoin dominance drops below 55%. So that's kind of my sort of indicator for when alt season, quote unquote, begins. Now, yeah, so yesterday's article about Bitcoin dominance is very interesting. Definitely recommend reading it, you know, to get a better perspective on what's currently happening in the crypto. Now, anyone who's new to the crypto space, I know a lot of you guys are new money coming back into the crypto space thanks to Bitcoin's recent move. I definitely recommend checking out eToro. Now, eToro allows you to actually trade $100,000 of virtual money. So you're obviously going to have no risk, but you can actually reap the benefits of learning how these cryptos change, you know, how the crypto price action moves, thanks to, you know, having virtual currency, you know, virtual money on this platform. And so as you guys can see, based on my, you know, videos and a lot of other YouTuber videos, using technical analysis is very important for price action. Technical analysis is one of the main tools that we have, you know, in the crypto space, as opposed to different assets, other assets. Cryptocurrency utilizes TA much more than a lot of different assets. I'm not talking about penny stocks, because those utilize it just as much, but I'm talking about these, you know, assets that are in the domain of, you know, safe investments. And so using technical analysis can be risky, and once you're starting to learn, you don't want to, you know, risk using real money. So eToro's $100,000 of virtual equity allows, you know, to do that. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for the eToro. Now for the Litecoin, what I'm seeing for this week is I'm hoping that we are able to hug the upper part of this channel, you know, and we get closer to the halving. Hopefully we're able to break 150 resistance, you know, pretty soon, because if we don't, then we're going to really be stagnating until the halving. If you guys can look right here, $150 resistance is not arbitrary. You guys can see here there's a lot of resistance back here at 150. Now the example I showed for it was another level was at around $114. You guys can see right here that back in 2018 we did have a lot of resistance at $114, $120. You guys can see it all right here. Let's actually circle this right here. 120, 114, 120. And what happened, you know, back here in 2019, oops, same position, 114 to 120, a lot of resistance. So the resistance that we saw here, back here, when we were trying to, at this point it was a support, but supports act as resistances as well. Once, you know, market trends start, you know, changing. Now as you guys can see here, $140 area was a major support when we were breaking down below. We kind of bounced between, you know, we bounced at 140, then we bounced again 120. And so if you guys actually look at here, we're currently in that, we've turned this support back here into a resistance. And so our next one we're looking for is 150. Now if you use this as symmetry, if we potentially break 150 after a few, you know, days of pushing up, potentially we were able to push to 180 rather soon, and then, you know, maybe price in all the way up to higher, pretty much all-time highs forever for Litecoin forever by the halving. But you have to be a little bit more optimistic for that, because as you guys can see right here, Litecoin is not looking very parabolic. It's been a while that we've broken outside of this parabolic uptrend that we were hoping, you know, to continue all the way up. I'm keeping it there just to remind ourselves that at one point we were showing that. Obviously past 3 days we have been to some extent showing that, but I feel like the pressure, that the sell pressure here was just way too high. RSI shows with a double bottom that it was natural that we push back to actual healthy levels where Litecoin, you know, should remain. And so I don't think that what happened here over the past, you know, 3 days, 4 days is notable for Litecoin's, you know, general movement in the cryptocurrency market. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Just a very chill video, chill day in the crypto space, hoping for a bigger uptrend, you know, over the next couple of days. If we do turn bearish, I'm looking at support. I'm looking at support at 113 back here again, moving back into this area that we, you know, saw so much of support, you know, back here. So I don't think that there's any, you know, room to worry if we, you know, break into the 114s, as we'll probably bounce straight back up as we did here 4 days ago. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you guys, all your support. If you haven't yet, please join the Discord. Link is in the description down below. It's an absolutely amazing community. A lot of great people talk about great things, and I'm absolutely loving it. Over 200 people in there right now, and I'm trying to grow that as much as possible, you know, to to spread awareness of different things in the crypto community space without having to create more and more content. You can provide content there through talking to different people and asking questions about whatever. It doesn't have to be crypto related. It can be about life, about anything whatsoever. Everything's open as long as you follow some respective community guidelines to some extent. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in my next video, and peace.